Okay. Assalamualaikum guys. Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
How was your guys Eid? What? Eid Al-Fitri.
Yes. Please forgive my mistake for the past.
Eid
Please
Mubarak, everyone.
forgive me for the mistakes I made in the past,
Eid
guys.
Mubarak, I mean.
Okay.
So we are back to our
So
routine every week.
yes, we have this online group discussion for topic
Topic
6.
5.
Topic
Topic 5.
5.
5.
Topic 6. Topic 5. Yeah, whatever. It is about multilingual.
Who's gonna start first?
Yeah, multilingual is general terminology. We were already familiar with the term multilingual before we enter and start to learn in English department, right?
Okay.
So yeah, what do you guys think about multilingual?
I think being bilingual doesn't mean we need to be perfect like native, because in reality, people have their competence, right? So they're using a different language for different situation. For example, like for formal English or professional English at work, and for our mother tongue language, and yeah, in our family and our friends, because our competence is basically shaped by the domains. I think that's all for me. What do you guys think? Is it true?
Yeah, I think multilingual itself is like the ability, right? Individual's ability to speak and use more than one language. But I don't think so that every people that can use than one more language have to fluent, like they have a native language, and then they have a second language like this.
Like
I think this
us.
multilingual, like this, the ability of someone can use the more one language. Yeah, I think always.
Do you think, Prima?
I'm agree with you guys for the multilingual. I think the point is not for speaking fluently, but to understand each other, right?
Mm.
For the communication function. So
To be perfect.
yeah, as long as they understand, it is okay.
It's like someone using that language beside the different settings, like the formal situation or the informal situation, like that.
Is that true a bit? What do you think?
What do you mean by asking that? Yeah, but yeah, I agree with Moy and Cleo by saying it influences by the domain, by our surrounding, our environment, because not everybody can possess the ability of multilinguals, right? I think it is the demands of their environment. If for us, Indonesian, Alhamdulillah, we have standard Indonesia. Then at least we have the local language. Oh, maybe the first one is standard Indonesian, the one in the dictionaries. And then we have the casual, the daily life of Indonesian.
Like law,
The words not non-standard Indonesian.
KBBI. You mean KBBI, right?
What?
You mean KBBI, right?
The KBBI is the one in the The first one, the standard Indonesian.
Okay.
Then non-standard Indonesian, then the local language, the Minangese,
language.
Japanese, and others. So I think it is good for us because it automatically makes us become bilingual by default. At least we are bilingual. Then we learn English at school. We become the multilinguals.
Okay.
So that is because our environment, right? Because our country regulations.
True.
And yes, of course, our level of mastery, our level of proficiency of those languages differ based on the demands as well. Let's say Indonesia, yeah, of course you can speak Indonesia, but when it comes to English, maybe because the minimum amount of flying hours, flying hours?
Okay.
Uh,
About the experience.
yeah, the experience. So maybe our English is not as good as our native language, of course. So yeah, it depends.
So,
Do you agree, guys? Or maybe one of you have the environment, have the family that speak English in their daily life, so English
No.
become really familiar with you guys.
No, I'm using Minang at home. Exactly.
Indonesian at home,
Yes.
sometimes mixed by Sundanese or Japanese language in my home.
Oh,
Like-
so
For example, like coba balang dulu itu ke sana, or aduh, it's hard. Sorry. If
So-
I'm not trying to speak Sundanese, like capek pisan, ini banyak bener rasanya yang mau gue kerjain, like that. In my home.
so
Cannot
your
speak.
family practicing
Uh-huh.
code switching, code mixing.
Not my family, only my mom, because my mom live in Lampung for 30 years. That's
And
why my
it
dad
is-
only speak Minang.
it is hard for you, Amoy, to adapt.
Actually not, because
Uh,
no, not really. Not that hard, because all of my friends speaking Minang, and my family is in Bahasa Indonesia, so it's not hard because I can switch the language so fast because of it.
okay.
What about you, Prima?
Yeah, I think in every household, there's a lot of the parents that use Indonesian standard, like Abid said, right?
Mhm.
It is maybe for maintenance the mother tongue, I think, to
Yeah, I
keep
think
it
it's good for that.
the young generation to keep it right. What about Cleo?
Same with others house. Like, yeah, I'm using Minang at home.
Mhm.
But actually my mom using Indonesian, because I have siblings. Like, my brother is what can I say? Like, he has a lack of ability to speak. He and disability, like tuli in Indonesian.
Okay.
He cannot hear clearly. So after we know that he doesn't hear and speak clearly, my mom decided to using Indonesian at home. But when my mom with me, she actually usually use Minang. So yeah, in my home is like we use Indomie for the Indonesia Minang.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm sorry, Cleo, but is it
What?
did I misheard something, or did you say one of your siblings have disability of hearing?
Yes, this disability of him.
Is it something like deaf?
Yeah, he deaf, but right now he has like he done off operation, like, so he used the what can I say, like
hearing aids
yeah, hearing aid.
supporting
Yeah, to supporting her he to hear.
mm,
Right now he can hear to our with to our sound, like, but it's not clear like the normal people.
I see.
It's
So
just support.
maybe a little out of topic, but so did you learn some of the sign language?
Actually, it should to learn sign language, but my mom decided to not doing that because she wants to my brother uh, wants to speak normal like others people. So he can read our lips.
Oh.
So
Wow.
yeah, he can read our lips. But besides, he can hear small, like don't like clear, but he can read our lips.
Wow.
So wait. Basically, he adapt, right?
What?
He try to learn read the lip, right?
Yes, he learned to read.
It is
But
good.
he doesn't learn sign language. But I tell to him that you must to learn sign language, because in the future it will be help him to communication with the others, like the friend his friends, his community, disability here, like that.
Mm, may I know his age?
What a bit
How old
how
is he?
old? He under me like right now 20 years old.
That's the same as
20 years old?
me. I thought he was. I thought he is
30 or maybe
long
same.
distance of year age. Okay.
It's
What about
That's
you,
new
Albin?
for me. That's new information for
What
me.
about you, Albin? In your house?
Yeah, for me, at first when my mother taking care of me, my mother was taking care of me back then before I enter the
this word.
kindergarten.
Okay.
Before I enter kindergarten and elementary school, my household use fully Indonesian.
Oh.
But then I enter elementary school, I got exposed to Minangese, and then I suddenly immediately became the master of Minangese. I use Minang at home, I use Minang at school, so the Indonesian slowly keeps fading away in my
Yeah.
household. But nowadays we still maintain it, try to maintain it.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we can talk about the multilingual societies. We've discussed a little about this.
About the phenomenon.
Yeah, but yeah, Indonesia is multilingual societies, of course, with those diverse thousands of different languages in just one Indonesia.
About Indonesian.
maybe our neighbor country also multilingual like Singapore, Malaysia.
Malaysia,
They are really diverse
Malaysia.
as well.
they use Malay
Yeah.
English.
Malay, English, Chinese maybe as well.
Chinese.
Yes. I thought
Mandarin,
Chinese
Mandarin.
was monolingual countries. Sorry. I don't know.
And there are more confusing countries like India. They have,
They have so many languages, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know
But you
whether.
like India juga.
Actually, my
What do
first
you
impression,
mean?
I thought that a bit in Indian people.
Yeah, at first I thought it was half Indian, half Minang.
A bit, it means you look great because Indian people have
Rindapan.
great nose, right?
Rindapan.
No, not ribbon, right.
My
Nose,
nose
big nose, like the
sorry.
right face,
Mhm.
like
But
the
fun
Indian
fact,
actors.
But I
but
cannot
fun
speak
fact,
Indian.
a bit it is, there are, like, how many percent that you have an Indian bloods?
What?
You said that your grandmother was
No,
an Indian, right?
no,
Just be honest a bit. It's
no.
okay.
I don't know any of my
It's okay.
ancestors
It's too bad
was.
to us.
I mean, any of my ancestors were foreigners or not. I don't know. As far as I know, I'm Indonesian. If
Okay.
Right.
if can be foreigner, maybe just Arabic.
Oh,
Okay.
But they are
You
far up there. Yeah.
Past is
Great,
how
great, 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 great.
So the gain comes to you. Like
Could be.
we
um, speak about Indian. Do you guys think that it is still related to our next topic? It is about the glossial, I think.
Oh,
Technology.
diglossia.
Yeah.
close.
Do you think in Indian there are using like an hierarchy for their language? What do you
Ah,
guys think about it?
that's interesting question.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I don't know. As far as I know, I don't know. I don't know what
You know
language
this. Mhm.
Indian use in general.
Yeah.
Among those all of those many languages, I don't know what they use. Whether they have a standard language for across India or not, but they have the caste level, right?
The hierarchy.
Yeah. So maybe for the high and low variants, I don't know they use it or not, but they sure have the level of speaking, the working class, upper class, higher class, lower class. They really implement that.
But
Amoy, do Amoy and Cleo now?
yeah.
Actually, I don't know everything about
Indian.
Indian. I only know Indian people use more than 2 languages.
They use
English.
many language in there.
Me- I
Do you mean two languages in that one region or across the region?
no, cross the region.
Hmm.
But we can
But
see in Indonesian, right? In like in high variety, we have Indonesian, formal Indonesian, and KBBI, like that. And
Yeah.
when we daily conversation, we usually depends on the region. Like in West Sumatra, we actually use Minang. In the Jawa, we use Sundanese or Javanese, like that. So we can see clearly in Indonesian, right? But the diclosia,
But I didn't know Indian has their own
their own formal
traditional language. I don't know. Like us.
standard. Yes.
What about the definition, guys? For me personally, it is a kind of uh, not really easy to understand from the book. The definition of diglossia. How do you guys absorb that definition? What? Prima ya bilang.
I think for me, as far that I can understand, I think glossial is more like how their make separate of the high variety and low variety. It's like for the high variety, it is for the variety that using informal situation like speech, and for the religion, for the academic purpose like writing or whatever, and for the low variety is like in the daily communication. I think it is social is for the how to call it the difference between the variety, I think. What do you guys think, Cleo and Amoy?
And I think it's same like with Prima. I just read that the glossia have to type varieties like the high and the low. Like the high, it's for the formal situation. It's like the same language, but it using depends on the situation. In the formal for the high varieties and the informal like casual conversation, like the daily conversation. It's for the low varieties. It's same language, but it's just how people used in the society.
I think so. The particular situation in which two version of a language, high and low, are used within a single speech community for different social functions.
But wait, I have a question. It is out of topic. Uh, do you guys have your own experience that made you in a situation to use a formal Indonesian language? Like maybe you got in a competition of speech or whatever.
Mm,
Or
maybe we use formal language and interview maybe like we
yeah.
want to join a community or organization, so we use formal language. But when we with friends, we use the casual language. Like maybe we use some language like Indonesian for the interview, but it's more formal. Like maybe it's like politeness in formal situation. But when we with friends, it's like casual. Like we want to talk. Yeah, like casual. Like yeah, for informal situation. I think that's
Yeah. And also speaking formal, standard Indonesian maybe mainly used in written format, not in spoken format. Like chatting with maybe our lecturer, maybe with
Teacher,
the head of faculty. We use the formal one, right? But when
or
it comes to
with
speak,
strangers, like with
yeah,
strangers, we use formal language.
not a formal but more polite. Really formal.
yeah, maybe polite is already
Yeah,
enough, but when it comes to written, I think for academic reason and politeness reason purpose, I use fully formal and standard Indonesian.
What do you think, Amoy?
Like Korean a bit before.
Okay.
Yeah. that. Simple.
So yeah, back to the glossia.
Okay.
So can I say diglossia? The diglossia itself, yeah, guys. Is it the two when the situation? It is a phenomenon, maybe the situation when two variation of language or the same language, but the two variation used in one community. It is just one community, but two variation of languages is practiced is used in the one community.
Wait.
Is it
Can you say it again?
two languages
Okay.
spoken in the
One
two not
community.
two languages, two variants of
Oh,
languages
Okay.
spoken in one
Community.
same community. It is the
Have-
same language, but just different variation.
Just different version.
That's when we
High-
comes to the high and low, I think. The high, what is it? High what?
High variety and low
High
variety.
variety.
Variety. High variety is the formal, the standard for education, and it is mostly written. And then when it comes to the low variety, it is the non-standard, informal, the spoken, casual daily communication. And for us, maybe our high variety, of course, the standardization, then yeah, just like Cleo said. In the book, they mention some of the examples, like the German, standard German, and then they also have the low variety, which is the German, Swiss Germany. What is it? What was it? Yeah, the standard Arabic, the classic Arabic, and then the low variety is the colloquial version. So maybe then if that the case, then Indonesian language would have extreme diglossia, right? Like we have not just two
Variety.
variation, not just two dialects, but we have tons of them. Then is there a terminology for that? Super diglossia?
I think if you mean it like the local language, you mean the local language, right?
Hmm?
I think it is not
Not low, not
categorized.
low variety.
Yeah, I think it is maybe for just the low variety for the for the daily conversation, I think. Because I'm sorry if I'm not mistaken, but it is in Minang. There is or there are a standard for the Minang, or it is just Minang as a Minang language.
Oh, is it?
For in Minang language, it is has a standard for formal Minang, or it is just Minang language itself.
Minang also
Okay. I'm sorry,
has the
guys.
varieties.
I have to go, but I'm still with you. But I will mute my mic, okay? I will still with you because my mom called me. I still with
Okay.
you, okay? But I will mute my mic, okay?
Okay. Okay, continue a bit.
So Minang also has the variations, right?
I don't
Also
know.
have the dialects.
Can you please give some example like in Indonesian, aku kamu. Aku and gua is a casual, but saya is a formal like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it the high and low? The
The
standard?
high is saya and the
Ah.
low is gua and kamu, aku kamu, gua
Yeah,
lu.
just non-standard Indonesian.
What Minang is?
Minang.
Actually, I don't know. Oh, I know. Den and awa. Den is a casual and awa Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Awa is more formal, the high one.
Yeah, but it is debatable, I think, because they are different language, Indonesian and Minangkabau. So I don't know. Maybe like Amoy said, maybe the standard and non-standard Indonesia, high and low.
Mm,
What about language attitude?
what language attitude?
And
Language
have
attitude
idea
for
with
me, language attitude is the way the speakers, the way people perceive, the way people uh, have the perceptions of people towards that language. So maybe it is related to stigma, stereotype, and any other perceptions. Like maybe our perception to English, maybe English sounds professional, English sounds smart.
Okay.
We use English, so we are smarter. That type of stereotype is our attitude towards English, maybe. English
I
is
think it
for
is.
the educated. English is what, Iman?
I think it is. Like you said before, that if we use English, we some people that thinks that we trying to be looks more smarter,
Mm,
like
like the
in social media comment section, like if
South
there's
South Jakarta.
someone, yeah. But in social media, if you debate with someone and then they
Oh,
try to put
yeah.
in English, then
Twitter.
yeah, like that. It is. I think uh, it is the what you say before, like in stereotype or stigma, right? If you using English, you're trying to look smarter.
more than others.
Yeah. What do you guys think about it?
Also, when it comes, let's say, news anchor, news, how to say it? News reporter comes to you suddenly, and then he gives the mic to you in front of you. Then he asks some question. Then you, I assume you automatically will answer by formal Indonesian, right?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why don't you answer with non-standard Indonesia or maybe your Minangkabau or Javanese? It is because our perception, our attitude is Indonesian is the proper, the polite, the one that should be used in these professional settings, right?
Yeah. I think it is some of Indonesian has there are so many videos that shown in the internet that some people that accidentally towards by the reporter or the host, they use the non-formal language, like uh it is for the example, right? uh um so can you describe the person that in it? Yeah, it is a tunggu kiris tunggu. It's not use the formal language, right?
Yeah. But in most of the cases, you know how Minangkabau are, right? Minangkabau are struggling when they are trying to speak Indonesian, right? Because the accent of Minang slipping out here and there, and then you
And
guys
that
must be
too.
have been encountered some of the contents where the Minangkabau got interviewed, and then they are trying their best to speak Indonesian, but the vocabulary is not, it's not Indonesian. Like it just
Is it acceptable?
Minangkabau get Indonesia, get Indonesia I don't know how to
I
how
know
to
I
say
Indonesian.
it.
I can give you the hint.
Indonesianization of Minangnis.
Like, kalau
What,
nggak
Moy?
lari saya nanti nggak merindu anak saya dong.
That's what I said. That's what I mean. They try really hard, their best, but
But it's
because
hard.
they think Indonesian formal standard Indonesian is the proper way to use in that setting, right?
Yeah.
That is their perception, our attitudes toward Indonesian. Our attitude toward Minangnis maybe if when it comes to news, we should use the standard Indonesia. Stop laughing, guys.
Aduh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry
No,
about
no, no. No, it's good.
Okay.
But I'm agree with Amoy. Some of the Minangnis are trying hard to.
Yeah, they try their best actually.
Yeah. Their Indonesian their Minang word,
Hmm.
like Amoy said before, right?
Actually, it's hard for me to remove the word do every time we speak Indonesia. Nggak gitu doh. Caranya nggak gitu doh.
Aduh, okay. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Okay.
Let's move to the last the
Yeah.
last focus learning because it's already 47 minutes.
Oh, you guys can see the timestamp, right?
Of course.
Ah, okay.
No, but I think it is the duration of when we personally join the meeting, not the recording of Prima.
Oh. It is
For
it is
Prima?
same. It is same. It is 47, right?
47, 58.
It's
The second.
Oh.
for me.
Already.
Then let's get to the speech accommodation, I think. Speech accommodation theory.
Really.
And good choice.
So yeah, accommodation. May I share first?
Well, it is the material Amoy said before, right?
Before
one?
when? Before when? Before?
The last material.
Yeah, the last.
Ah,
That's
sure.
Okay.
yes.
Can you explain it?
Accommodation.
Honestly,
So
I
as
don't
far as my
understand.
understanding, accommodation is when the people, the speakers, try to adjust their speaking, their language used to respond to the interlocutor. Interlocutor is the opponent of speaking to match with the interlocutor. So they adjust the way of speaking based on how they aims to, because there are two types, I don't know,
Types.
two types maybe
Yeah,
of
like the type.
accommodation. The first one is divergence and the other one is convergence. You guys remember about that? So convergence is when it comes to when the speakers want to be closer to relate with the opponent of speaking, they use convergence so they can be closer. They use the same. They adjust their speaking to match their opponent of speaking. Like when I speak with Mr. Hanafi, I speak formally, I speak politely, and then when I speak with Prima, I don't really use convergence. And then the other one is divergence. It is when it is the opposite. It is when the speaker wants to wants to emphasize the identity, want to distance themselves from the interlocutor. They use divergence. They emphasize the way of speaking, like when I speak to Prima, which is Jambi, I speak Minangese to show that I am a Minangese. So I use my Minangese to Prima. The example is the one researched by William Labov, the Martha's Vineyard. So you guys remember, right? The young generation use their own variation to differ them to make themselves stands out from the tourists, right? That is divergence. They want to make themselves different. How about your comment, guys? Does my explanation correct or not?
Yeah, I think the conference is like when there are one community or group like or a conversation and we want to join them, so we adjust our speech, right? Like for example, we are Minang people, right? And then we have a friends Batak people. So we adjust our accent or we try to adjust our speech, right? We still use our Minang, but the accent like Batak accent, right? You guys have experienced that, yeah.
Yes.
I always use that Minang word, but I changed the accent to Batak. So I want to join them. I want to stand out and I want to into the conversation. So they are too open to us, right? It's convergent, but divergent is the opposite side of that, right?
Yeah.
I think that's my point of this point.
The one with Batak example really relate to me.
You live in Sumatra.
Yeah. How about you, Moy?
Wait, I'm sorry. I just try to be honest. I forgot the true. That's why I'm just okay. Alright.
Okay.
Same
You
with Amoy.
forgot or you didn't read that?
Yes.
Prima, about Prima?
Honestly, I have the same situation with Amoy that I forget about it. But after you guys' explanation, I think I get a little bit. I think um same the same the example that Cleo give back then, it is but it is the opposite. The one of our friends
Yeah.
was Bata, right?
Mm.
He can what is it called? Convergence. What?
Convergence when it comes to be closer.
Divergence is we try to
Yeah.
be
Divergence
different.
is want to be different.
Then it's one highlight.
Yeah, it is one of our friends was Bata and then he convergence to try to fit it. But the accent of his Bata or his sumut was not, it is really stick to his mouth, I think.
Can you please give the example, Prima?
So you mean
I
he
th-
tried to adjust to Jambi?
No, to Minang.
Minang. Or
Oh.
bahasa Indonesia.
Yeah, Amoy knows that. I can give him.
Minangese with Batak accent.
Yeah.
How could be?
Yeah, I can
How
imagine
could
that in
be?
my head.
Cannot imagine
It is.
that.
It is. Do you what do you think, Amoy? You have the experience that one of your
No.
friends or it is you?
If I like my friend, you know, guys, Nila is from Tebing Tinggi, and she cannot try to use bahasa Minang with Batak accent. No, not at all.
Oh no.
She uses bahasa Indonesia, so we can understand.
But she tried, right? She tried to. Oh no.
Not at all.
So you guys you guys was trying to adapt.
Always speak Indonesian in our group. Like
Oh.
I've like Alia is from Karimun. Karimun is I don't know. Karimun is nearby
Karimun,
Batam,
a car?
I think. Karimun, not a car. Karimun and Duri, and Nila is from Tebing Tinggi, and all of us from Minang. We are from West Sumatra, and we
Okay.
always use bahasa Indonesia when we are have something to tell, like menggibah.
You guys
Hmm?
you guys need a middle point to solve the problem.
Because of the differences.
Yeah. Good. I think it is done. So Abid, you can close it.
Is it enough already?
Yeah, it is.
Enough.
What
It is
what is
56.
the
50
current
minutes.
duration?
56.
56. So I think those were all of the learning focus. In the future, I hope we can discuss better and yes, have a nice weekend, guys. Cleo, please send my greetings to your mother, your sister right there.
Alright.
Okay.
Have fun,
Okay.
guys. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Done.